The greatest realization is understanding that the trauma we chase in others is shaped by the wounds we refuse to face in ourselves. Something in us reacts to the pain we sense in other people, not because we want chaos, but because their hurt feels familiar. It echoes the parts of us we silence, and before we realize it, we're pulled in, not by who they are, but by what their pain reflects back to us, hoping that tending to their wounds will finally quiet the ones we carry inside. That familiarity is what draws us closer, because their pain speaks the emotional language our hidden wounds already know. Their struggle feels like ours. Their reactions feel like memories. Watching their hurt brings up the parts of ourselves we've learned to bury. And without noticing, we start treating their trauma like a doorway to our own healing, even when it only drags us deeper into what we've avoided. Eventually, we see the truth. Stepping into someone else's trauma doesn't free us, it traps us. Their turmoil piles on top of the wounds we suppress, and suddenly we're carrying two weights: the pain we avoid and the pain they refuse to face. That's when the illusion breaks. We aren't healing anything. We're keeping ourselves stuck, buried under hurt that was never ours to hold, while our own wounds grow heavier in the dark. The turning point comes when we finally understand that our attraction to their trauma wasn't about them. It was a mirror of our own. That clarity breaks the spell. It becomes clear that the pull we feel is our inner self trying to get our attention through someone else's suffering. And once we recognize that, we can't unsee it. That awareness becomes the doorway to healing, because it brings us back to the parts of us that wait for us to recenter. It's the moment we stop chasing trauma in other people, because we finally understand that healing can't be found in wounds that aren't ours. The shift happens when we stop abandoning ourselves to manage someone else's pain. We don't have to sit in another person's suffering to prove our love or earn our healing. We don't have to carry wounds that were never ours. When we release the urge to rescue people who aren't ready to rise and finally turn inward, we reclaim the parts of us we've ignored for too long. Facing our own hurt isn't selfishness. It's the beginning of freedom. And once we reconnect with ourselves, we realize the healing we kept searching for in others has been waiting inside us the entire time. If you enjoy the content, please like, leave a comment, follow, or subscribe. As always, let's keep building messages that heal, protect, and empower, word by word, truth by truth. Thank you.